guns and drugs aren't the only thing you can buy on the black market.
Let's do something amazing. Now, we always told you in all of our introductory stuff and all of our writings that we're going to get into some weird stuff. So I guess we're going to start out weird for our first episode, really.
We're going to open it up with a weird one. And did you know that essentially you could be sitting on a potential gold mine?
Oh, really? About how much of a gold mine are you talking about, Josh?
Like $45 million. Everybody essentially is worth $45 million.
And
if you sold your body parts on the black market.
So this is a little bit of a different thing. We just kind of ran into this one day. We were looking around and we said, what kind of stuff can we... So we said, well, we might as well start out with real weird.
Right. So we did some research, and I want to read you guys something. And we'll cite the website. If you're interested in looking at this information yourself, the website will be in the description box below. It actually makes an extremely interesting read, and we have some pictures and photos that are going to be coming directly off of that website. But organs and tissues are used for millions of transplants and medical products yearly. The traditional path for a transplant is a wait list. But with thousands of people dying before they make it to the front of the line, some people take matters into their own hands. And that is what we're going to talk about today on Amazing Afternoons.
Oh, geez. So this is crazy. Here's a clip here for you guys. About 116,900 organs are looked for each year. That's like the waiting list.
Yeah,
every
essentially.
year. And I like this tidbit too. Do you see this little tidbit here? The illegal part?
Yeah, organ trade is generally, I guess you could say, frowned upon in all countries.
Except
for Iran.
Huh. Who knows?
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah. Did we just sign a peace treaty with Iran?
I don't know, did we?
I don't know. That's
But I mean, essentially, I guess if you're in need of something, Iran would be the place to go to
I guess. It. So, yeah. So, guys, if you're looking for legal organs that... stealery or purchasing. Yeah.
So
it's
you might ask yourself how some of these body parts become acquired, and then we're going to talk about like their monetary value and essentially what leads you up to being worth $45 million.
Exactly.
But the only legal way to acquire organs in the United States is technically if they're donated by family or friends, and then the key word there we're going to underline is donated.
Yeah.
And then obviously like charities, nonprofits, and if you're an organ donor like on your driver's license and your name just happens to be on the right spot on the list, and essentially that's how you get on it.
Here's some fun illegal ones though. Yeah.
The illegal ways is how everybody should get their organs.
Oh yeah. So let's see. So basically, if you need to go grave robbing, and that's not really legal.
Which is weird because, I mean, if you're looting a grave, it's got to be a fresh one.
Yeah.
I mean, the body's dead.
Can you imagine like going in and getting an old skeleton? Those bones aren't going to work. What are you going to do with an old bone that's broken?
I mean, you could probably do a marrow transplant from it.
Maybe, I don't know.
But, I mean, like the heart, the lungs, the tissue, that's all wasted.
Well, we've all heard about stuff like this, crooked morticians. We've heard about that stuff. That happens.
Yeah, maybe the crooked morticians team up with, like, crooked doctors, like Kevorkian.
Interesting
You remember Dr. Kevorkian?
Paid donors. Yeah, paid donors happen, too. That's another weird one.
Yeah, paid donors, which I would, if all illegal means, out of all of these, I would personally be a paid donor. They're often very poor people, and they're like, "Hey, I have a kidney I'm not using, and I'll sell it to you." That would be the way that I would personally
go about getting rid of your own organs.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I'm not using them.
Now, by no means is Amazing Afternoon soliciting that you buy Josh's organs.
But if you need one,
but if you need one,
tweet me on Josh_Amazing Afternoons.
Oh, jeez.
Executed prisoners.
Yeah, so I can say that
sometimes live prisoners.
Live prisoners.
They don't even have to be dead.
Now hold on. Now prisoners. What are they doing with their stuff? They're going to get rid of them anyway.
I think that's actually. I mean, it kills two birds with one stone. It helps somebody.
Man.
It saves a life.
We're going to have a lot of people hating us after this.
And it cleans out the United States Penitentiary.
But one of the coolest ones I saw on here was the blood farm.
Blood farming.
That's kind of creepy. It's almost like vampirism.
So,
not really, guys. Not vampirism.
Blood farming, or as they like to call it, the red market, which is such a cool name for that, to be honest
Man,
with you.
it's almost something on R.R. Martin. The Red Wedding.
The Red Wedding. It sounds like a Stephen King book, honestly.
Stephen King. I can see him.
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Essentially, blood farming
Yeah.
is a horrible act, I guess, or non-horrible. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, of siphoning blood from prisoners for profit.
Huh.
It goes on average for about, we haven't really talked about numbers, it goes on average for about $337 a pint. So essentially, the body has
That's crazy.
9 pints of blood in it.
Doctors out there, please correct us. We don't know anything about this.
I'm sure I could do a little bit of
you look around for a
quick
second.
research right
But
now.
337, well, I mean, I'm guessing they take a pint every once in a while. I mean, you're not going to take 9 pints out. The idea of the farm is you
Yeah.
feed them
The average
And then-
body holds 7 to 9 liters.
liters, which is definitely more than a pint. I mean, you're talking 7 to 9 liters.
So essentially, you could be
couple
sitting on
gallons.
a couple $1,000s worth of just blood.
Just sell
you know
pints of blood.
I find odd is I've
Creepy.
donated plasma before.
Oddly enough, I have too. That's a weird conversation
And,
point.
I mean,
Yeah, have.
essentially, that's blood farming,
In a lot of ways.
and they pay you for it, but I don't get $337
No, I mean,
per pint.
well, I don't know if we. How much? That's weird.
It's like $70.
Yeah, something
I mean,
like that.
they're making a heck of a profit.
And
here,
now,
so-
I mean, here's some other crazy stuff. Your skin, $10 per square inch. So like, how many square inches? And so that basically means if you're, I mean, the bigger you are, the more real estate you have. I
the
mean,
more
like,
you're worth. You know what though is I'm thinking about this, and
Yeah.
all of these I can kind of see practicality for, except for the skin. I mean, there's not a lot of uses for the human skin. I mean, the first
No.
thing that comes to mind is burn victims.
well, yeah, I
with
can
grafts.
see that stuff. I mean,
But that's a very shaky. I mean, that has to be a very compatible person wanting to buy
that's
your
true.
skin.
It's gotta be similar skin tone. Otherwise, that could look really creepy.
Right. I mean, what if you had
You'd be
like a half Hispanic person and like a
Hispanic.
half white person, and it'd be like you'd be mixed.
Well, you never know. With all the people out there, you got some creepy people. They might want to look like they're patchwork.
You could, essentially.
I mean, it'd be like the next tattoo,
I
like
mean,
a real human tattoo, man. What if you had like a bunch of white skin
That would be
and then
cool.
have some darker colors? That'd be.
Would be cool.
Oh, I think it'd be.
I'm
creepy.
thinking about,
Oh,
thinking
geez.
about buying some skin now.
Get some skin grafts and some and a back alley
And then
surgery
you have your
clinic.
normal ones as well: hearts, kidneys. Kidneys are about $200,000.
Yeah.
Hearts are $119,000 the illegal way, but the legal way is $997,000. Which
I'm confused
if,
about how
if
this is.
everything is illegal except for
I think it's probably a donor at death or something. Like maybe, hey, when I die, you can have
Maybe.
my heart, but give me $1 million. Give $1 million to a charity or my family.
or maybe that's like
Yeah.
what your insurance bills you for.
Who knows? I mean, it's really interesting, guys. And that your corneas.
Yeah,
You're-
you have somebody else's eyes
uh,
essentially.
I love you so much that I'll go blind for you.
Yeah.
Corneas are worth $24,000.
Livers, $157,000. Kidneys, $262,000.
It's really just
Ligaments and bones go for a few $1,000s. There's a lot more information here. There's some that we just didn't want to touch on because of our viewer base.
yeah, it's
Bone marrow's $23,000
Yeah.
per gram of bone marrow, which is extremely painful. I've actually done a bone marrow transplant before.
oh really well.
Grandfather.
I'll help
I'm
man.
the only compatible match
Gotcha.
when he had cancer.
I got you.
It was the most uncomfortable thing in the entire life. I think that the bone marrow transplant is worth every ounce of $223,000
Well, do you see how much it's for though? Per gram
per gram.
of bone marrow.
Right.
Just 1 gram. Jeez, man, you can make
You
make a
You
fortune.
can donate it for free, but
Yeah.
it's illegal to.
So you know
So-
what I'm taking away from all of this? I don't ever want to be in Iran because apparently I'm worth a lot of money in Iran.
That is very true. So if you add everything up, if you were to sell
Your whole body.
your whole entire body, you would essentially be worth up to a potential $45 million. So technically, we're all millionaires.
So-
it's just our money is tied up in our own
So
body.
if anyone ever tells you that they're worthless,
Tell them
no,
they're-
absolutely not. Everyone's worth. We're all worth something. It's just,
Everybody is worth something.
oh man.
Hair. Oh, hair was kind of an interesting fact too.
But, I mean,
It's-
that's a weird one for donations.
yeah, because you can essentially give it out. I mean, you can donate it for cancer and charities like that, which I think everybody should do if you have the ability to grow long hair. But it's
Gotcha.
about $70 for 10 inches of
I
hair.
gotcha.
So, anyway,
Wow.
we want to hear what body parts you would sell in the comments below.
It's a little creepy, but
It is creepy.
I don't know what I would sell.
It is creepy. I would say if I had to pick anyone, I'd probably get rid of a kidney. I think that's literally.
It's like if you were going to pick something out.
If I had to pick one of these, like if I
jeez.
was in Iran and I was like in a basement somewhere and they're like, pick one body part you have to remove.
We pay you.
They're
Well,
Roma-
they might not pay you.
They're
They would save
Romanian
you.
apparently in Iran.
that's the we have Armenian Art Mafia. I don't know.
Yeah. It'd be my kidney.
I don't know. I
Because you
mean-
can still live a relatively healthy life and have just one kidney.
That's interesting. I don't know. I mean, my eyes are already worthless. Maybe I'd just give up my
Nobody-
give up my broken
Nobody
corneas.
would probably want them. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching another
Oh.
episode of Amazing Afternoons. Please stay tuned for next week's episode
Oh,
where
yeah.
we dive into a little bit
More of our amazing afternoon stuff. Don't forget to obviously like us on the Facebook, subscribe. Also, pretty soon here, we're going to have some information on Patreon coming out.
Patreon's going to be coming. There's going to be a lot of stuff there.
We'll have some notes and we'll have some posts about what we're doing with that to help work on this, help give you guys more excellent footage and have some fun. We still want to hear back from you guys about some of your ideas for videos.
Yeah.
And aside from that, I think that we're ready to let something amazing happen this afternoon.
Yeah. That's all I got. Hit that like button.
Later.